Well, we're going to start in the comments of Catfish, the Homeboy, Sandman, and Aesop. We got Corvo Jones 2 years ago teaching kids to put away the crack pipe. That's Lice. This is incredible. I'm just leaving that out because, I hate to check that box right away. But earlier today, I was talking about manifestation. I was listening to Chester P. or Joey Ace. There's reactions on the channel. Out in his tent talking about manifesting goodwill, peace, and changing the world by thinking about it. And a lot of times I reflect on the opposite of that. Artists creating musical content, stacks upon stacks, chains and rings and bling, and a covetous lyrical content. Now, getting yours is probably a good thing, but a little higher road lyrical content that could possibly make someone comment something like that, well, that's priceless. I mean, all the success that, to me, someone thinking that's the value this carries. I mean, you could buy stuff with money, but that is amazing. And the idea that someone finds that strong enough to say it. Now, I'm just trying to point out that without hearing a single bar, a single beat, a note, or nothing, it's a free pass. Sometimes I do that. I just go down in the comments and see what people who love it think. Whoa. I ever wonder if people have enough situational awareness to read the room. And that's where the free passes in life should come from. Not everything is an opinionated mess for, a person to control. Sometimes it's okay to sit back and go, what made that person say that? Let's see if I can find that. And that's not a bad use of time. Okay, all right, man. Someone's gonna go first, but if I was a gambling man and they said harps, I don't know if I would have lost. I mean, even if they stack the odds, I'd be like, nah, I don't. It's not gonna be harps. Fail. So, I mean, that sounds harpy. I'll go first.
Yo, understand my sense of urgency. I'm the cat that put emergence in emergency. More than half of mine to save my whole community. I'm just not certain what something like that'll do to me. Sandy's on the mountain pitching for the home team. All the information's listed on the home screen. Once I started, ain't no switching out the plan B. Once I started, ain't no screaming out it can't be. You can catch the bluest ribbon in the Red Sea, or you can catch the truant living in the Dead Sea. Magic lingers while the fingers on your screen scroll. Please believe it, you can read it in the sea scrolls. Fortune frowns on anybody out to take lives. If you're considering a silly thing, then take 5. I am avid as I'm having me a great time. I'm aware you might have heard this through the grapevine. When I'm chomping on a bit, it ain't a bit dull. If you want it, you can get it through your thick skull. See, I grew up on Atari playing Pitfall. See, I grew up on Safari in the brick walls. I'm a composite of many different aspects. I'm an undercover operative of Aztecs. Bastion riding Falco trying to spot Artex. Examining the outdoors for the spot mark X. Behind the wheel of True's Land Cruiser, I cruise land. Listen and you'll hear it, it's a spirit that moves, man. Picking out a jacket for hijacking a news van. Rappers don't know diddly, but me, I'm a blues man. I'll be on it like I saw it with a bird's eye. If it's doable, I done it on my first try. Breaker, peep the fan, I'm about to break fly. Every bit of data fatter than a steak fry. Doing what I gotta to remain on the blacklist. Up until you find out that was only a catfish. Every other human come including an asterisk. Thank you all for snoozing, not for using my last wish.
Pitched a few snowballs, skipped a slew of roll calls, dipped into the sewer, grew his hair out like a troll doll, blew the manhole cover up to the sand bluff, down to the river, took a knee with my hands cupped. Man ate free to hydrate or be ambushed. The slant grow from look at them, go to heavens, I can't look. King upsetter, surely cursed be the name. Every word a urgent love letter bursting into flames. Editor-in-chief at the Blood Letter Gazette. Every drip on the cement could fill up another cassette. And does. Reaper knocking at me through the diner glass and vitamin. Yes, I know the die is cast, now try the grits. Let him get the check and off for 30 seconds, clear to run. It's 10 before he skipped the other 20 on some here I come. Which way he go? Strafe and follow any trace of spirit gum. Mustache and glasses disappearing to the zero sum. No road atlas, only roads to Damascus. What a roses up for growing, not for throwing at some pageant. Y'all just pinning little ribbons on each other as catfish. Swimming in a chasm between what you publish and practice. I wake up every day and move.
One. It was used both ways, right? Catfish and the hustle you into that. I'm not sure how that concept works. A lot of makeup or something involved. I'm not sure. But that has an actual catfish.
Swimming in a chasm between what you publish and practice. I wake up every day and move different than I used to. Smarter than whichever bears, assuming that you do too. Doozy after doozy up and brushing off the lab coat. Cold bath, bow staff back on his max road. Just tapping to the tape gun, mail you back to Hasbro. Bring me to the big cheese, all I see is crab toast. All you see is parachutes raining from the Matmos. All I see is parody and parroting and plateaus. Round here, that's pretty much a cousin to the flatline. I would rather level up than fraternize with magpies. Patron saint of isolation, hard of palm and graphite. Teaching kids to put away the crack pipe. That's Lice.
Oh, shit. I had no clue. Well, then there. It was self-proclaimed. And then... double? There's no... Yeah, see, quotations, Reaper, no, never mind. See? And I'm really poor at punctuation, but that one threw me off. Now, I don't think it's a valid response anyways, but I had no clue it was going to be, a final bar in the track. And... I can't say my path is any different. Just, yeah, I can't. I mean, you go back 3 years. I mean, it took a long time explaining, yeah, I'm an ex-crackhead junkie, gave it up, and I do this and that. But honestly, what I gave up was consequences and piss-poor life choices that led me astray constantly. I'm not perfect. I think that's damn impossible. But I like the person in the mirror. He's not a junkie no more. And I understand the difference between... Now, hey, here's what I'll say. I was going to go back get some lyrics, but I think I'm going to go with this instead. Because once again, I just think there's a whole 3 more years in going back and breaking down every reaction a second time. Seeing where we stand on them. But I was listening to, oh shit, I ruined my, it was something about Aesop. Damn it. I don't think I'm going to remember. It was about an idea that's come up. And, Ooh, and I remembered. It's about addiction still, but an Aesop bar. The whole suffering from drug addiction, and I think this is where we use language wrong. Engaging in drug addiction, or if you've recovered and never went back, then you probably are suffering from drug addiction. The long suffer, it's always going to be real. Moment you pretend it's not, it's there to grab you. And you go back right where you were. It's not like a little crack is going to do it. I'm going to want to drop a hundo in that pipe and just fucking blow my heart out. Woo! It's kind of hurts to say that, but that's the truth. I can't imagine being an alcoholic. The temptation when socially accepted, at least I'm a crack addict, so my drug of choice is something that doesn't, it's not like, I just go watch reruns of the Chappelle Show and laugh my ass off, and I'm like, yeah, I'm cool. I can stay out of the cloud. I don't got to peek out of my curtains for a week. I'm good. But in the bar, Aggressive Steven, because I listen to it, it's in the kitchen like every day, and mental illness and suffers from drug addiction. And I was like, no, he unfortunately has mental illness and is engaged in drug addiction. That's why his pants were around his ankles and he was naked jungle gymming from your ceiling. I don't think it deserves any less attention or care. I believe romanticizing the whole thing and making the Hallmark card moments out of it does us wrong. But then I think love is a bad word too. I think that's been bastardized by the poets so much that they've changed the value of a bunch of other important feelings to one all-encompassing word, love. Yeah, it looks good on paper, but it doesn't work in application in a lot of times. So I find it really interesting. I really like this because one was catfishing for something, and the other was catching some catfish. Honestly, no. I think it's a lot of that who we are, what we are, how we are, why you can't touch this kind of bars. And if we had the lyrics up, I think we'd see that that's the case. I think it was incredible. Both artists with just, I believe, probably master skill sets. This ain't the channel for that. This is more of the weird ideas from nowhere. But it happened. It's over. I really enjoyed it. I hope Catfish was enjoyable for you as well. You got Lice, Aesop Rock, and Homeboy, a Sandman. Catfish. But I like that it's a jet ski, a catfish, and that would be a hell of a tat. I gotta believe there's someone who has that shit on their shoulder already. How old is this? I do have a final 2 years. And I don't know if that's correct or not. Oh, goodness gracious, they're right there. Well, then we have to reflect on this one thing. Not that followers of the channel are experts. I don't look at it all that way, but I believe they know more than me. And when informed that wanting to change the world can come with the unfortunate side effect of failure is an option, you might be able to affect your direct circle, of course, because your sphere of influence is probably a lot smaller than the world, unfortunately. But that the consequence of failing could be some depression and sadness. And I don't know. I would have to ask the person, because I think taking the high road seems to be its own reward. And then knowing that the legacy left is something of, believing it's something of value other than, let's say, another just drain on society, something put out there for people to consume, consume, dispose of, and start over again in the disposable culture. That's probably not beneficial to us all. Just say. But I have no idea. I do know, and we got to make sure we got that thumbs up. Oh yeah, I really liked it, and oh, yeah, societal observations and personal anecdotes. And honestly, I think it's the who am I, what am I, where am I, and how you can't touch it. And I think that's really put in a wonderful 3 minutes of humorously witty societal observations and personal anecdotes. That's well put. Uh, as always, a fan of everything the artist and his features or Homeboy, Sandman, and his stuff. Like I said, I'm listening to Go Hard all the time. I really like that track a lot. And so there. We'll be back for more. And then hopefully this opens up a dialogue over today or tomorrow, maybe. Ravenous. Get a hold of me. We should find a way to. I should get my number and just talk in the real world. That'd make it a lot easier. Otherwise, I'm bad at the computer. I'm good at living. Later.